All right, continuing our immigration series tonight, just this morning, 30 migrants arrived in the city of Philadelphia, sent there on a bus from Texas as Greg Abbott continues to shove reality right into everybody else's face. This is our exclusive video of the first migrant bus sent to Philly, taken by our border correspondent Jason Jones, who was first on the scene there, and Jason joins us now on the set. I find it unreal that Larry Krasner is outraged by this. This man practically begged to be a sanctuary city.
Yeah, it was incredible. It's good to be with you, Rob.
Good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
having me.
Yeah.
I've got to tell you, I'm on that border all the time, and I watch as hundreds and hundreds of people cross onto private property, damaging, our citizens' property.
Yeah.
And then I'm usually the only guy, you got to remember that, with my cell phone trying to cover this. Come up here to Pennsylvania to try to show what's happening to the American people from the cartels and the drugs coming into this country. Come up here and 38 migrants on a bus has more media than I've ever seen on the border at one time ever. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to you. And
Ridiculous.
When you go to Kensington in Philadelphia and you see what's happening to those Americans down there, but yet all the media is over there covering 38 people on a bus, none of it makes sense to you.
Let's talk about the fentanyl here for a second, because this is the poison that is killing this country. These are photos of yours. We're going to put them up here. 30,000 fentanyl packets seized in Philadelphia. 30,000, each with 0.03 grams of fentanyl inside. This is flooding our communities.
And what you're seeing right now is what local and federal law enforcement who shared these photographs with us call a pill mill. All of the drugs coming in here into Philly, all SINALOA drugs. So that fentanyl, that deadly fentanyl that's killing everyone, is directly linked to one cartel, yet most Americans are not aware of that. From there it goes to Dominican gangs, who then break it up, what you're seeing right now in some of those photographs, and then from there to the streets of Philly. And I've got to tell you, I've never seen such human tragedy like I saw this week. And I truly mean that.
Yeah.
Rob, I've been in a lot of heroin dens in my day as a former narcotics agent. We've got to fix this. And that's the whole point of why we're up here now, because what's happening at that border and what's happening in Mexico is directly impacting Americans. The problem is those linkages have just not been made. Yeah. And so that's what we're going to start doing, because we've got to prove to the American people that if we don't fix this border issue, if we don't hold these cartels and the Mexican government accountable for what's happening to Americans, the 107,622 Americans we lost in 21, get ready, because these cartels will not stop, and I know them very well, Rob. Yeah. They're going to have to be stopped.
Right. Let's take a look at what you're talking about. Kensington in Philadelphia, a city, a suburb on the north side of the city. Drug addicts shooting up on the streets as kids walk by. Some of these guys couldn't even stand up straight. It's astonishing what, I guess, these big cities, what liberal leaders are willing to accept as just normal and not push back on. I mean, we're expected to just, this is an American city now. They're playing videos of this in Mexico to warn their children about not doing drugs. How ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you can't make it up. And, to see what's happening, I'll tell you another thing, too, is that there are so many young women on those streets. It's 40 degrees when I'm out there. Yeah. And this is the other thing that bothers me. Yet we'll have tent cities built for people who are illegally in the country, who have everything from showers, beds, towels, video games. Yeah. And our own citizens are living like this. Yep. And no one will tell the American people what's really happening between the linkages of these cartels and holding them accountable and fixing this problem. We're going to have no choice, though, Rob, I can tell you right now. I know these cartels very well. They will not stop.
No. Why would they?
This is not going to stop.
They're all going to vote for Biden, I can tell you that, whichever ones can. I mean, they're his biggest supporters. It's astonishing how much money he's put into their pockets.
It's incredible.
I mean, he's lined their pockets with billions of dollars by being so incompetent at his job. Jason Jones, great work this week. Thank you so much.
Good to be with you.